Theory of consumer behavior. So what is the theory of consumer behavior? It studies how consumers spend their income to attain maximum utility. So in this chapter, utility is main important. So it's a utility wants satisfying power of a commodity. So different commodities have different power for satisfying our needs or our wants. So that is this vegetable may have different utility from that, and TV may have different utility, and mobile may have different utility, t-shirt, pen, etc. may have different utilities. So features, what are the features of utility? Utility is a subjective concept. Sometimes we may think a thing may give one person different utility, and another thing may give another person different utility. For example, this cake may have one person more utility, or he likes the cake very much and the other person may not like the cake very much. So it's a subjective of utility. So utility is subjective in matter. So utility is different from usefulness. So next feature is usefulness, means something may not be useful for us. Sometimes liquor, cigarettes and all. So it's harmful to us. So it may not have usefulness. So how utility is measured? So next is utility may be measured in utils. So units used to measure utility is utils. So utility by Marshall is utility can be measured in terms of price. So it is said that utility can be measured in terms of price. So total utility, what do we mean by total utility? Total satisfaction obtained from the consumer of all the given units of a commodity. So that is known as total utility. So total satisfaction that we get from the consumption of each and different commodities. So if suppose the 4 apples are given, so first apple may have 50 utils, that when we are very much hungry, so with that time we get one apple, so it gives us a satisfaction of 50 utils. Next apple will not simultaneously, next apple, after eating this first apple we will eat the second apple, so it will not give as such as the first apple's utility, so it will reduce, so it may be 40 utils. So next apple may reduce another, that is 30 utils, next 20 utils. So each and successive consumption of units will be depreciating the units of the consumer. So total utility is the sum total of utils derived from different commodity. Total utility is equal to 50 plus 40 plus 30 plus 20 equal to 140 utils. So like this we are calculating utils. So what is marginal utility? Marginal utility means first change in the total utility due to the consumption of an additional unit of a commodity. So if an additional unit, how much the difference that it gives, that is first unit will give more satisfaction, but second unit will result in less satisfaction. So each successive units will be depreciating its satisfaction. So each successive units will be depreciating its satisfaction. So 3 apples at first when we consume, it will give 120 utils. Next we will give consuming one more unit, so it will be giving total utility of 140 utils. So like that it will change of additional utility will be changing and changing our total utility. So marginal utility, how it is calculated? So it's a TU from 4th unit, that is current utility minus the previous utility. So current 4th utils that we had consumed is 140. So 140 minus third units that we had consumed is, what are the total utility? 120. So 140 minus 120 equal to 20 is the answer for the total utility that we had from the, that is marginal utility that we had from subtracting the TU at 4th unit minus TU at 3rd unit. So what is the formula? MUN is equal to TUN minus TUN minus 1. So MUN is equal to marginal utility from nth unit that is the additional unit, the consumption that is going on, that how much he gets satisfaction, that is known as margin MUN. So this is TUN is equal to total utility from nth unit. So first consumption, how latest consumption, how much he gets satisfaction. Next is TUN minus 1. So it's a what is previous consumption, how much he gets a satisfaction, total satisfaction from n minus 1th unit. So MU is equal to change in total utility divided by change in quantity consumed, that is equal to delta TU minus delta Q. So this is also another formula that we can use for calculation. So next is law of diminishing marginal utility. So what is that? As the consumer consumes more and more units of the same commodity, marginal utility derived from each additional unit goes on diminishing. So what is that? When you know that when we are thirsty, so we will be drinking one glass of water with very much eagerness, and as the additional unit that we will be drinking and drinking, it will not give the satisfaction as the first one that we have drunk. So it's going on diminishing our satisfaction or our utility. So that is known as consumer consumes more and more units of the same commodity, marginal utility derived from each additional unit goes on diminishing. So it has in the economics there are different assumptions for each and every law, and also each and every theory. So this also have an assumptions. The units of commodities must be consumed continuously without any time gap. So it then only we can measure the satisfaction. So that is known as one of the assumptions. So if we will drink one glass of water now, we will have to drink the next minute the second glass of water. Then only we can calculate the marginal utility. So that is the assumption as per this theory. So all the units consumed must be identical to each other. So first you are drinking one glass of water. Next you should not drink the other glass as juice and all. So you must consume the same thing the next time also. Then only we will be getting the satisfaction. As I told you, I am thirsty, then I will be drinking one glass of water. So what is the condition? I will be getting more satisfaction. Then after that I will be consuming the as per the measurement, if I get 12 utils from the first consumption plus the second consumption will be having not as much as the first utils that I had got, that it may be 6 utils by second consumption, second glass consumption. So it's okay. Then third glass consumption, again it will be decreasing, so that it will be 4 utils. So it may be going on diminishing. So next it will be having, I will be feeling that I don't want water. So it will be 2 units. Then at last I don't want water, then I will not drink. So that is 0 utils. Then like that, last I will be vomiting that. So that is the minus 2. So that it will be minus 2. So like that it will be having diminishing and diminishing, and then it will be going to minus. So from this chart you may understand. How the chart goes. So it shows 1 unit, so that is 1 glass of water, it will be getting a marginal utility 12. So total utility will be 12. So when I consume the second unit, that is second unit 2, so it will be giving me marginal utility 6 alone. Then total utility means adding this 2, that is marginal utility, I will be getting total utility, what is 18. So here again the third glass of water, my marginal utility will be by consuming the third glass of water only 4. So what is the total utility? By adding this 18 and 4, or by adding these 3, I will be getting 22. Next, fourth unit of water, fourth glass of water. So what is that? I will be getting marginal utility 2. So what is the total utility? By adding these four items, I will be getting 24, or 22 plus 2, I will be getting 24. Next, I will be consuming 0. That is, marginal utility will be 0. I don't want water. That was my condition. So next, the total utility will be 24 itself by adding 24 plus 0, the same utility. Then again, by next utility will be diminishing, or I don't want water, that condition came, so minus 2. Then again diminishing, then you can subtract 24 minus 2, so it's a 22. So that is the condition of this table. Hope you understood this schedule. So this schedule is very much important. So this may be asked for the exam. So what this curve, it is another curve that we are plotting it and understanding it. So how it is drawn? The blue curve shows what? Blue curve shows this total utility, and red curve shows the marginal utility. So you can see, so one here in the x-axis it is mentioned units. In units it is mentioned 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, etc. So here its measurement is in what is measured the marginal utility. So at 1 unit, how much is the consumption? 12. 12 is marginal utility, and the total utility is also 12. So at 2nd unit, what is the marginal utility? It's a 6, and the total utility is 18. You can see 18. Then at the 3rd unit, it's 4. It's a 4. Then total utility is 22. You can see here. Then 4th unit. So what is the condition? It's 2 here. Then 22 at a total utility. 24 at a total utility. Next, at 6th minus at 5th it's 0. It's becoming 0. So it's touching the x-axis. You can see the line, this line. So it's touching the x-axis. Then the total utility, it's 24. You can see here. Next, it's a diminishing. You can see my total utility is diminishing, and the marginal utility will be negative at a 6th unit of consumption, minus 2, and the total utility is 22 here. Using the concepts of utility and law of diminishing marginal utility describes consumers' behavior. So the law says the marginal utility of a good diminishes when a consumer consumes additional units of the good continuously. How much of a good a consumer will consume? The answer lies in consumer's equilibrium. The consumer is in equilibrium when he maximizes his total utility. For the consumer to be in equilibrium, the following two conditions are to be satisfied. MU is equal to price. At equilibrium, marginal utility must be diminishing. Units, we shall use the utility schedule developed earlier. So this is a new schedule. You can see, since MU is to be equated with price, it is time to introduce the concept of market price. It is the price at which the consumer actually buys goods. So, market price of the apple is, for example, 11 rupees 11. Whatever the number of apples the consumer buys, he will be paying the same price, that is rupees 11, for each apple. He buys the first apple. He compares its marginal utility with its price. Its marginal utility is 20 units, whereas the price is rupees 11. MU is greater than price here. Hence, he consumes the next apple. This happens so long marginal utility is greater than price. Once they consume equal, he stops his consumption. In our example, When the consumer consumes the fourth apple, marginal utility is equal to price. The consumer is in equilibrium. His total utility is maximum. It is 20 plus 80 plus 15 plus 11, 64 units. At equilibrium, mu is also diminishing. If he consumes less or more than this equilibrium quantity, he cannot be in equilibrium. Suppose he stops with the third apple, which is 1 less than the equilibrium quantity. Its marginal utility is 15. It is greater than the price. He cannot be in equilibrium. There is scope for him to maximize his total utility by consuming more. If he consumes more than the equilibrium quantity, say 5 units, marginal utility becomes less than the price. The consumer is a loser. It is advantageous for him to reduce his consumption. Hence, the consumer will be in equilibrium only by consuming 4 units of apple. You shall understand the consumer equilibrium this also. At equilibrium, the price the consumer is willing to pay, that is mu. So that will be always equal. So marginal utility is equal to price. So from this, after this unit, he will not consume anything. So before this reaching, that is when it is becoming marginal utility is less than the price, he stops consuming the good. So hope you understood the schedule. So just see the notes. We can explain consumer equilibrium graphically also. So you can see number of apples measured along the x-axis. Price and marginal utility are measured along the y-axis. mu is marginal utility curve. Marginal utility diminishes as the consumer consumes more apples. Hence, the curve slopes downwards. P is the market price. Consumer can buy as many apples at this price. E is the point of equilibrium. He buys Q number of apples. At point E, marginal utility is equal to price. Marginal utility is falling. The two equilibrium conditions are satisfied at this point. His total utility is also maximum. It is shown by green shaded area. Equilibrium quantity is Q number of apples. If he consumes M number of apples, which is less than the equilibrium quantity Q. So what happens? The price is MA and his marginal utility is MB. So marginal utility is greater than price. Consumer is not in equilibrium in this position. When the marginal utility is greater than price, consumer can increase his total utility by MBEQ. This is possible only if he consumes more. Suppose if the consumer consumes more than the equilibrium quantity, say N number of apples, marginal utility is less than P price. So marginal utility is NF. Price is NC. So he is a loser. So you can see here, this is a loser point or loser point. So or this triangle portion is a loser point. How you can say that this is a loser point? As Here in this section you can see the marginal utility curve that is going downwards is below the price curve, which is horizontal to x-axis. So it's below the price curve. Here marginal utility is lesser than the price. So as marginal utility is lesser, he will not continue to buy this area of consumption. So he will be again moving to this point. Then this is the point of equilibrium where he gets satisfaction. So E point. So after that you can see that this is another point, that this was another condition that was shown. So ABE. So here also he will not get a more satisfaction, as this area is having what lesser satisfaction. So when he will be attaining full satisfaction at point E alone, so this is also he is not having as much as satisfaction when the price and the satisfaction, that is marginal utility, is equal. That is the point of equilibrium. So it will not be changing. Hope you understood. Just read the notes given by me. Okay.